If you're hunting for a microphone that promises studio-quality sound without breaking the bank, you might have stumbled upon the Aston Origin. But here's what surprised me. This UK-built condenser mic, priced around $249 and boasting a 4.7-star rating on Amazon, isn't your typical plug-and-play. You'd expect a smooth experience with its stainless steel chassis, built-in pop filter, and that acclaimed gold evaporated capsule, right? However, there's an unexpected twist that might make you hesitate before clicking buy today. What if I told you this mic, designed by pros for pros, actually comes with a few quirks you need to know? That's exactly what we're diving deep into next. So stick around because what I reveal might just change your mind or at least prepare you better. Now, before you rush to scroll away, think about who this mic is actually for. Are you a home podcaster craving crisp vocals? A content creator wanting that polished YouTube voice? Or maybe a musician needing a reliable cardioid condenser that can handle everything from whispery verses to booming choruses? The Aston Origin, with its solid stainless steel body and laser-etched finish, looks like a contender for any of these roles. But here's where the plot thickens. While its design screams durability, the real question is, does it deliver audio quality that justifies the price, especially when there are so many other gadgets screaming better, cheaper in the market? Let me share a quick story. A friend of mine, a semi-pro singer-songwriter, grabbed the Aston Origin after drooling over the reviews and the sleek UK craftsmanship. Day one, he set it up, pumped his vocals through, and the sound was decent, not mind-blowing. In fact, he struggled a bit with the built-in pop filter, more on that soon. But he loved the rugged feel of the chassis and the classy look. Still, he kept wondering if that gold evaporated capsule was working its magic or just a fancy marketing line. Why? Because sometimes the audio sounded a bit flat, lacking the warmth and punch you'd expect from a condenser. Now, that might not be a deal-breaker for podcasters, but musicians, that's a different story. And here's the kicker. Despite the 4.7-star rating, the Amazon reviews are a mixed bag behind the shining headline. Some users rave about the mic's natural sound and minimal self-noise, while others complain about inconsistent sound pickup and the mic being rather unforgiving in less-than-ideal recording environments. Which begs the question, is Aston Origin a jack-of-all-trades or a master of none? Stick with me because I'm about to break down its most talked-about features and their hidden pitfalls. First off, the built-in pop filter is supposedly a highlight, thanks to its latest stainless steel mesh knit technology. Fancy words, right? But here's where expectations can crash. Unlike removable pop filters you can position wherever, this built-in one can trap breath sounds too aggressively or muffled enough to make you second-guess your take. It's like having a guard dog who sometimes bites your hand instead of the intruders. Users who expected smooth P and B sound taming found themselves fighting an overdone dampening effect. For podcasting in controlled environments, it's excellent, but throw it in a less controlled space, and you might lose some clarity or natural vibe. Now, moving on to the chassis. The 2mm solid stainless steel construction is undeniably robust and gives the mic a premium feel. No doubt about that. However, this durability comes with a certain weight heft. If you're someone who travels light or does spontaneous street interviews, the mic's bulk might be a headache. Plus, the direct-to-stand mounting system, while sleek, is not the most flexible. You get less room to angle the mic just so, which can be a minor annoyance during quick setups. Kind of like having a vintage sports car, beautiful, but not exactly practical for off-road adventures. Okay, so what about the core, the capsule? Aston markets the gold evaporated capsule developed by top engineers and artists as the Aston sound. It certainly has its charm, a smooth, flat frequency response that avoids the overly bright or colored sound some competitor mics fall prey to. But the trade-off is that without some gain-staging wizardry or a solid preamp, the output might sound a bit thin or lacking in character. Audiophiles looking for that warm tube mic vibe or deep bottom end might find the Origin a little clinical. I like to think of it like ordering a black coffee, clean and straightforward but without the frothy richness. Here's a quick joke break. Why did the microphone break up with the singer? Because it couldn't handle all the feedback. Speaking of feedback, the Origin's cardioid pattern is designed to minimize background noise, which is great for noisy rooms. But beware. If you're too close or off-axis, you might get some odd coloration or muffled sound sneaking in, especially since the built-in pop filter affects the mic diaphragm's reach. Let's pause and rehook. What if I told you some users found that pairing the Aston Origin with a quality external pop filter, an isolation shield, dramatically improves results? That's right, this mic shines best when it's part of a setup rather than a one-stop shop. So if you're expecting this mic alone to transform your audio, you might be in for a surprise. But if you're ready to invest in accessories and optimize your recording environment, the Origin rewards patience with consistent, professional-grade clarity. Now, let's talk price versus performance. At $249, you're stepping into a competitive arena filled with favorites like the Audio-Technica at 2020 or the Rode NT1A, both praised for delivering warm tones and user-friendly setups. The Aston Origin tries to carve out its niche with a super durable metal build and that built-in pop filter. But if your budget allows, you might want to weigh. Do you want ruggedness and a distinctive British aesthetic, or a microphone that's plug-and-play ready with universally loved sound signatures? Because that's where Aston Origin walks a fine line. Here's a little humor to lighten things. How many sound engineers does it take to change a light bulb? None. They just adjust the mic gain. And speaking of gain, your preamp will be your best friend with the Origin. A cheaper audio interface might not do it justice, making you mistakenly blame the mic instead of your gear. So, factor in the cost of a good interface when budgeting. Also, if you're someone who loves to tweak, you'll appreciate that the laser-etched design and the sturdy body make the Origin feel like a tool built to last rather than a fragile showpiece. It withstands the occasional knock without flinching, which is gold for road warriors or home studios that share equipment. Before we reach the conclusion, here's a quick tip. Use this mic with a proper shock mount. The Origin doesn't come with one included, and without vibration isolation, you might capture unwanted thumps and bumps, which could ruin a take faster than you can say cut. It's like baking a cake. You need the right ingredients and tools to get that perfect texture. Final rehook. Is the Aston Origin perfect? No, but it's got enough charm, durability, and sound quality merits to make it a compelling buy for those who appreciate quality engineering and a bit of British flair. If you're a content creator or musician, prepared to invest time in dialing in your setup with a quality preamp and some accessories, the Aston Origin could become your secret weapon. On the other hand, if you're after instant no-fuss results, you might want to shop around or pair it wisely. To wrap it up, despite its few quirks, the sometimes stringent built-in pop filter, the weight, and the need for external gear, the Aston Origin stands out as a premium condenser mic crafted with passion and expertise. It delivers clarity with an honest sound profile that many find refreshing in a market flooded with overhyped, warm tones. And hey, who wouldn't want their voice recorded through something built in the UK with a body tougher than your Monday morning coffee mug? If you want to grab the best deal, check the link in the description below because prices can fluctuate fast. The Aston Origin might just be that solid addition your studio needs, blending durability with respectable audio performance, all wrapped up in a sleek, professional package. Ready to sound like a pro? Go ahead and give it a shot. And remember, in the end, your voice deserves a mic as serious as you are, but with a little sense of humor along the way. After all, even microphones need to catch the punchlines, right?